I'm Leslie.
And I'm Shelly.
And we're Sisters in Ebert. Welcome back for another Movie Monday.
It's Thomas
Guess
Crown
what?
again.
Remember we told you there was a second one?
If you didn't have enough last week in 1968, welcome to 1999.
1999.
The Thomas Crown Affair.
Summer of movies.
So we had mentioned last week when we had watched the original that Dad told us we were going to watch the remake.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh no, please. Inside we were screaming because we did not care for the first one so much. So we came into this prepared to hate it.
Yes.
So our squirrel rating that we often talk about when we discuss the summer of movies is when we are watching the squirrels outside our door rather than watching the movie that our dad was showing us. So we give a...
Because you could subtly turn your head and not be...
And like your face could be this way and your eyes could be over here watching the squirrels.
Wildlife, yes. Because if you weren't watching, it would be paused and rewound.
Yeah, you can't just tune out here.
No.
You couldn't put your headphones on.
Oh, no.
Like these youths today.
These youths.
But anyway, we'll give you a squirrel rating.
Yeah, so the higher the squirrels, the worse
the movie.
That we didn't like the movie.
Yes,
if it's a low squirrel, we really enjoyed the movie. And yeah, again, because like, what was I gonna say? Like we would just watch how many squirrels were outside, so that's why. So if it was an awkward moment, if it was
boring,
sexually,
confusing.
Suggestive, like where you didn't want your parents to be in the same room with you when you're watching it.
Anything that was something that a 16 and 14-year-old didn't want to witness, you just
that's when we would see the squirrels.
Watch the squirrels.
So that's what that applies to.
So stay tuned for that at the end of this discussion.
In the windmills of our minds.
Oh, it never ends.
So, Thomas Crown Affair. So, in this version, it is Pierce Brosnan.
Love.
Yeah, that caught my attention right away.
Yes, that was
because this is Pierce in his like prime too. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Pre-Bond, post-Bond.
In contract as Bond.
Okay.
Because there's a scene where he's in a tuxedo.
Yes.
And it's in his contract, the Bond contract, that he can't wear a tuxedo in another movie. So he has his tie unbuttoned, like it's like the bow tie is hanging.
Okay.
And the jacket's like loose because he can't wear a tuxedo and not and be out of Bond.
And Renee Russo is the lady.
What else is she in? I didn't look it up, but I've heard the name.
No, you've definitely seen her. What's the shoot? Not Major League. Yeah, is it Major League?
Major League.
Yeah, Major League. Yes.
Yes.
She's the librarian lady and the ex-Olympian swimmer.
Yes, I do remember
with her hair up and down all the time. Yes. Constantly up and down.
Yes.
Not both. Not up, not down. It's both.
Both. At the same time. Okay, yes. Because I was trying to place it and I couldn't. And I didn't take the time to go look to see her other filmography.
And
I know she's been in lots of things.
I mean, she wasn't looking great in this movie. I'm going to chalk it up to the haircut, I guess.
And I don't know if it's just because I was expecting Faye Dunaway.
Faye Dunaway knocked it out of the park. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they could have cast that part a little.
I thought so too, because Faye Dunaway looked young and hot in her role. And Renee, I'm assuming she was younger here and it just didn't reflect because of the fashion.
That 90s
and the hair.
look.
Yes.
But
yes.
She looked old.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not as young and hot as you think. Like Samantha Jones in Sex and the City is way hotter than what she was, and she's probably older than
right. That's what. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so we open to Thomas Crown in therapy. Pierce Brosnan. He enjoys women and could trust. They could trust him. Therapist is Faye Dunaway. I was very excited to see that. I'm like, I knew it right off the bat. I was like, her.
She's here.
And she's still all put together, and her hair is
still
brilliant.
Still gorgeous.
Still gorgeous.
What is it? 30 years later.
Yeah.
Gosh, she was gorgeous.
I know. As long as her interests weren't contrary to his own. So next, Thomas Crown is in a car and he checks his watch, but reports how he must walk a while. And goes to the museum with his briefcase and eats by the haystack painting, not caring for the nearby Monet that everybody else goes to see.
Yeah, the security guard comes up to him. He's like,
Mr. Crown, you're here again.
He's like, came to see my painting, my haystacks.
And he's like, you don't want to see the Monet, it's the blah, blah, blah. He's listing all these things. He's like, I just like my haystacks. So the truck that almost hit Thomas Crown in the street when he was crossing to get to the museum arrives to the museum with a large sarcophagus to unload. Thomas Crown goes upstairs as he owns the building. This isn't the same building though, right? Like the museum and this building are different, but like
correct.
All right,
yes.
I was like
this
writing and trying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is not his office building.
And he says he left his briefcase in his office last night because his secretary commented that
she's like, "Oh, you forgot your briefcase." He's like, "I must have left it in my office."
And that he that I put that he just had.
He had it at the museum because
he took the sandwich out.
Yes,
he takes the sandwich
he set it down, got a sandwich out, was sitting there eating
a sandwich. Yeah, which I didn't know you could eat in the museum.
I don't think you're supposed to anymore. After this, they're like, we gotta crack down on the rules.
So the crate cannot be identified and is found not to be a sarcophagus but a horse statue instead. Yes. If anybody knows anything about history.
What would this be? A huge horse statue.
Upstairs, Thomas signs away something that buyers overpaid for by $30 million.
I love this callback.
Because they sign and right away they're like, "Oh, we got it!
We got Thomas Crown.
You overpaid by $30 million. That's a lot to overpay by. Someone is chiseling the bottom of the horse statue with a file, and 3 people break out of the horse as Thomas Crown's business associates celebrate a merger that's not a merger with a third generation company.
They would have never fit in that Trojan horse.
No, there's no freaking way.
Because they had gear, they had
and
all
they
sorts
were
of
like
tools.
full grown guy.
Like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
No. Monet has a field trip in front of it, and no one's impressed until the teacher reveals that it's worth $100 million.
Whoa! All the kids.
Yeah.
Whoa, baby.
A little, because she was like, "What would you say if I told you this painting was worth $100 million?" And they're like, "Oh." So a little girl caught touching another painting, and thieves are working and affect the AC system, which makes workers investigate as it's a very hot day. So, and I was like, this is what sucks about my part in this channel, because I'm like writing, so I'm looking up and looking down. I'm like,
there's a lot of little details.
I'm good. I was so afraid I was going to miss something. I was like, what does this have to do with what? Did I miss something? Thomas, and as we know, I can't read my own writing because I'm writing like a fiend the whole time.
You need to just get a microphone and be like, they are currently filing out of the
Then I have to do twice the work and dictate. Now, that maybe AI can help me with that.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You
know what you need to do? Just type into ChatGPT, what happened in the Thomas Crown Affair 1999? And they will break it down scene by scene for you.
It's not. That's cheating, Shaw. I will not let AI replace me.
True. This channel cannot be bought by AI.
AI cannot replicate the personality.
That's true. We get your little whimsies. They wouldn't use the word lament nearly as often.
No, they would not. Okay, so Thomas Crown leaves for the night, and he found his briefcase.
Oh,
in his office, like he said. The thieves are all dressed as docents and walk through the museum as Thomas Crown arrives to the museum again. Thieves have a regular proctor go up. They're called proctors, I guess, instead of docents. I put a docent because
what's a docent?
It's like the guys that run the museum.
The guy that works in the museum.
Yeah, they walk around.
I would call him an attendant.
Okay, but that's not what they're called.
I'm sure they have a proctor. And
I didn't know that. I didn't hear proctor before this, so I was like,
okay.
When I think of proctor, I think of like you're proctoring an exam.
True.
But okay.
That's essentially what they're doing, though, probably. Like, they were reading to you about the paint. Like, they give you information about it and stuff.
So, the thieves trick the regular...
They're in fancy red jackets. Yeah. That's all you need to know. You need help at the museum, go find one of those.
They look like Urshers at the...
Urshers.
At the
theater.
At the theater. If you're from a certain era of the early
you know
Urshers. You know who Urshers.
To a normal person, it's
Ushers. But, if you came of age in the early 2000s, it's Ursher. So the thieves trick the regular proctor into going upstairs with a ruse and immediately close the exhibit as Thomas Crown arrives to see his haystacks again, leaving his briefcase. He sets it down and they're like, you gotta leave, it's closing.
Like,
okay.
That's unfortunate.
And he walks away and Thomas
without
his briefcase. And Thomas Crown tells the regular proctor that the exhibit is closed for cleaning and sends him to investigate as a helicopter arrives overhead. and the proctor catches thieves shutting down the exhibit. Thomas Crown crawls under the gate, propped open with the second briefcase, and uses the first left briefcase to steal the Monet, betraying his haystacks, and leaves the museum with the crowd. Thomas Crown arrives home and may have won a cruise as a butler and junk mail greet him. Thomas Crown has many famous art pieces in his house, and he hangs the Monet in his study. Cops arrive to the museum with Detective Michael and realize the crooks literally came in a Trojan horse and find Thomas Crown's titanium briefcase left behind as new Vicky, Catherine, arrives and questions the detective's theories.
So again, Catherine is the insurance agent
investigator.
This part of the film. This version
Renee
of the
Russo.
Film. Yes.
Yeah. Thomas Crown is playing and betting on the golf course. Catherine arrives to detectives jet-lagged and review camera footage, but sees nothing as security cameras... Oh, this I thought was pretty clever. Security cameras at the museum go by body heat, and that's why the air conditioning was killed. Because if it's like above a certain temperature, it doesn't clock anything, or below,
So they got this idea... Because I forget if it's the writer, if it was the producer, if it was the director. I don't remember who it was. But whoever it was,
affiliated with the film.
They, when figuring out what to do, they had worked on, oh gosh, what's that movie? Predator.
Oh.
They worked on Predator, and they were having problems because it was so warm where they were filming that it wasn't showing up properly on their thermal imaging. So that's when they got the idea to put it in here. They're like, yeah, that would be a perfect thing because it would knock out the system and they wouldn't be caught.
They wouldn't get picked up on it.
Yep.
Catherine and Michael go to a room and see why it's hotter there. Go to the room and see why it's hotter in there. And they see Thomas Crown's briefcase acting as a third leg on a bench in the room and believe it was used to raise the heat in the room somehow. Right?
That was? I don't think that was how.
No,
they just messed with the system. But the briefcase is there, and they didn't even realize it because it looks like it's part of the bench.
And I was thinking too, that room would probably be easier to manipulate because it had the glass ceiling, the thing. So you already have sun coming in there. Yeah, so it would be easier to raise.
Well, that's what it was because they say on the security footage, it looks like it has 3 legs. Yeah. When they go in, it has 2
legs
because he took the briefcase.
Yeah.
So it blended right in original.
And that's his sandwich briefcase. I don't know if you said. That was the one
that's what he left. Oh, I must have left
right in front of his haystacks on the haystack bench. Michael and Catherine go to his office, and Thomas Crown is ID'd, identifying the thieves in the lineup as a witness.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, he's in here all the time. He was here that day. Yeah. He's like, oh.
Catherine takes notice to Thomas Crown, who can't imagine someone thinking they could get away with this. Catherine talks to a quiet thief, and finds out the thieves all speak English and were a set-up robbery. And Catherine realizes they were hired to fail, and the burglar will not sell. I put with Pepsi 1 product placement in her hand. Catherine researches who has bought Monets in the last 5 years, and the number 1 purchaser is Thomas Crown, which Michael quickly dismisses as a finance geek. And they locate Thomas Crown extreme sailboating or something and crashing.
They did this in lieu of polo.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Seeing him wreck a $100,000 boat because he liked the splash.
Yeah. They wanted something more adventurous for the movie to make it more exciting.
Who watches polo anymore? Exactly. Unless you're in the Kentucky Derby or whatever. Kentucky Derby. It just made me think of
it's horses.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
They go to polo in that too.
Well, it's big in Europe.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Prince William played polo.
Oh, that's right. So. I forgot about that. I wasn't really following the princes too much, but I do remember seeing that in the tabloids. Okay. So Thomas Crown meets Catherine. Catherine Banning is her name, as he loans out a piece of art for a fundraiser of some sort to the museum and reveals that she's on to him.
Again, playing the cards right away. Yep. Here's my hand. Yep. I'm after you.
Now, this I thought was funny. Catherine would get 5% of the amount recovered. Faye Dunaway was going to get 10%.
They're like, oh, this wouldn't work these days.
Would get 5% of the amount recovered if successful, and Thomas Crown invites her to an early dinner. Back in psychotherapy, Thomas Crown reveals a worthy adversary that he meets. Michael is mad at Catherine as Thomas Crown knows that he's a suspect and compromised the investigation.
He's like, dude,
like, duh.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And again, I wonder how much of her investigation they'd have to throw out. And there's no way she'd keep getting hired if these things were happening because nobody would hire her.
You're not going to make money because you're not going to prove it.
Exactly. You might recover the stuff, but the guy's still going free. Police arrive with a warrant to search Thomas Crown's place with Tat?
Where?
Oh, Thomas Crown and his attorney. TC and his attorney.
Oh, gosh.
Thomas Crown and his attorney in the kitchen, who promptly kicks the police out as Catherine assures Michael that she'll get in Thomas Crown's house. He's like, well, you'll have to have your lawyer look at it. Like, here's a warrant. You'll have to have your lawyer. And he's like, oh, come on out.
Yeah, he's right here.
He's right here. Yeah. Like,
convenient.
Yeah. Thomas Crown takes Catherine to the museum for a date to see his loner Monet, and Catherine remarks that she prefers another painting in the room, and Thomas Crown remarks that he'll buy her a print as Catherine steals his keys and leaves them for Michael.
I was like, how's he not feeling this right now?
I know.
She's like,
she's terrible at pickpocketing.
Oh my gosh, she's awful.
Thomas Crown and Catherine go to dinner and reveal each already knows everything about the other as Thomas Crown spots spies from undercover cops. And he sends them some champagne.
Yeah, he's like, cheers.
Michael simultaneously is having Thomas Crown's key copied, and Catherine gets up from for the restroom as the undercover cops thank Thomas Crown for it was Brandy, retrieving the copied keys and returning them to Thomas Crown's pocket.
You would never be able to copy those. They're too intricate.
Yeah. Yeah. You're certainly not in an hour.
Right. Let me run to the hardware store.
Catherine arrives at Thomas Crown's place with Aladdin cleaners cracking a 10-digit security pin in 19 seconds. A 10-digit security code pin. All art is examined, and Catherine returns to cops with the stolen painting, the Monet she recovered in his study, celebrating, as it is revealed to be a fake Monet. And Catherine demands Thomas Crown be located. Catherine finds Thomas Crown at the black and white ball. That must be the tuxedo.
That's the tuxedo part. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was a scene. I couldn't remember what they were doing. And reams him out dancing and seducing him in skin-tight see-through dress to jazz.
You gotta work the jazz in.
Catherine disrobes at Thomas Crown's foyer. They kiss at the thing, and she disrobes in his foyer at his house. And they are intimate all over that luxurious home.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
No.
I saw a lot of things.
Space.
There was no subtlety here.
No, we weren't hiding anything.
There was so much of so many things.
I imagine at this point of the movie, we were squirreling it up.
Scrolling. Back, kids, we have scrolling now. Now we have
squirreling.
Okay. So next morning, the butler brings both their preferred breakfasts, and Catherine admires Thomas Crown's lifestyle, and the therapist remarks that he found his mirror image. Michael accuses Catherine of sleeping around for the job, and Thomas Crown takes Catherine gliding a la 1968.
Oh, the glider.
We can't get away from the glider.
And I know they did it as a nod.
I know they did too, but yikes, we're just killing more time. And this movie is already longer, and I blame this scene.
I 10-seconded my way through the gliding.
This version was about 10 minutes longer than the old version, and I blame that scene. After they land 4 states away, Thomas Crown flies Catherine to a tropical island, and she wonders if he has smuggled the Monet with them.
This is the part where I was getting a little like, what is happening?
I know, me too. I was like,
we're in another.
Yeah,
it was a bit much here.
And hi, nobody has their passport. I don't care how cool your private jet is or whatever.
You gotta get off that plane.
Maybe it was a territory.
That's true. They went to the Virgin Islands. It was fine.
Thomas Crown never brings anyone to his tropical home, which impresses Catherine, who immediately goes topless.
And again, he told you that. Doesn't mean it's true.
I know. They both just take about his word. This guy who lies and steals all the time.
You are investigating him as stealing a Monet.
Thomas Crown asks her numerous times if she wants to see the Monet, and I put as she burns because she was just topless on the beach. Thomas Crown calls her out for not trusting him, And she burns the crate that may or may not contain the Monet, but he lets her believe it was a Renoir instead. Catherine awakes to Thomas Crown having a meeting with bankers on the deck and later calls him for transferring assets and preparing to run, as Thomas Crown offers her 10% if she goes with him, and they are naked some more. In New York City, Michael compliments Catherine on her tan and reveals Thomas Crown...
She did not look tan at all.
No. And reveals Thomas Crown with another girl on nights not with her.
Uh-oh.
And it's a younger, hotter girl. Catherine gives borders to Michael. The borders of the painting of the Monet to Michael as they are never seen, and if they're too good, we'll arrest Thomas Crown's forger too, because something is awry. Thomas Crown gives Catherine an extravagant necklace, but she is icy to him and calls him out for a variety of women. Lady, you just got here like a week ago. Chill your butt.
Goodness.
Catherine goes into the park after. That was my beef with the first one too, because at least this one they're kind of like building a relationship, but in the first one I didn't get that connection.
No,
between,
they
like,
weren't.
It was just physical. It seemed like for Vicky and
they
Thomas
weren't
Crown
connecting on any sort of level.
So I was like, okay, like he's got
this one definitely handled the romance.
Yeah,
better.
and like the building of the relationship, but like still, I was like, you've been here a week,
right?
Cool,
Not
cool
that much
jets,
time.
Yeah. Thomas Crown. Okay. Catherine goes into a park after demanding the driver stop the car, and she reveals jealousy as Thomas Crown tells her it was a test to make sure she wanted him. What else would you say in that? Like when you're caught with him?
Yeah.
And not just the painting, which tickles therapist Vicky. I put therapist Vicky.
Therapist Vicky. Yeah, we don't know her name.
No, we don't. But yeah.
It's Vicky.
Yeah. Detective Michael takes Catherine to meet forgers as borders match exactly. The forger is in prison and tickled by the forgery, as Catherine wonders what he wouldn't say, and his possible connection is to Thomas Crown.
So I remember not understanding this part
I
of the
had
movie
no freaking idea
when we were younger,
Yeah.
and now I was like, oh, forging the paintings,
Yeah.
fake paintings.
Yeah.
Like I just wasn't getting like these are painters that are
Thomas Crown takes Catherine around town shopping to jazz instrumental version of Windmills of Your Mind.
As I heard it, I was like, no.
Yes, I knew right away.
It made me giggle.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, and Shelly said to watch out for it because she watched it first. And
I was like, you gotta
I wouldn't have even needed the warning. And I knew it right away. I was like, is this what she meant? Because this is kind of out in the open. I was thinking it was going to be more intricate than that. So, but yeah, I could see how a regular Rube wouldn't know about
Yeah,
that.
Rube. You don't know the melody of Windmills of Your Mind. You'll never catch on it.
Thomas Crown and the old imprisoned forger found to have owned galleries together in the past, and the current forger is the old forger's son, and Michael compliments her, Catherine, and also makes her question if she's being played, because this is Catherine who's kind of figuring all this out.
I would for sure think she was being played at this point.
Yeah, she's done. We're supposed to. That was the other issue I had with both of these ladies, because they're supposed to be like the best at their game, and she just seems like a fool the entire time.
Yeah.
And like that was my problem with this one, is she's getting too involved emotionally.
Right, you're supposed to be infiltrating.
Yes.
Instead, you're.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jealous.
So that was my big beef with that, because I'm like,
it doesn't match her personality to this
no,
point.
she's not
very,
the
like,
giggly type.
She's like ballsy, like
yeah, and like she's not super feminine. Like Vicky was super feminine,
right?
In the way she was.
Catherine is not.
She's like businesswoman.
She's got something to prove.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she works in a field full of men, and she wants to show that she can be part of it too.
Yeah,
but she's ruining it here.
Catherine uses a landline to see if she had to be gone in 8 hours, or to see if she had to be gone in 8 hours, what she could take with her. Like there was some kind of
what could I get out of my
the bank? Yeah,
my bank account right now if I had to just pull out all my money,
gone and disappear.
What could I get out?
Catherine knows the cops are close and close thanks to her, and goes to Thomas Crown's place. Stopped by the butler, but goes to Thomas Crown's room anyway.
Muscling her way
to find Thomas Crown.
I need to speak
with Anna, the other girl.
Da-da!
And packed bags, and Thomas Crown claims that Anna works for him. But she's sitting on his bed like in like a little slinky outfit. Thomas Crown tells Anna the next day will put he will put the Monet back. Oh, I think I meant Catherine. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he does tell Anna that. He'll put the Monet back and will leave with Catherine free of it all, saying he trusts her and hopes she won't have the cops there. Oh, maybe it was Catherine.
No, he's telling
Catherine that. I'm already Anna by accident. Okay. He tells Catherine the next day he will put the Monet back, will leave with her free of it all, saying he trusts her and hopes she won't have the cops there waiting for him. Kisses her and she throws a hissy fit and leaves. Throws a hissy and leaves. Catherine goes to Michael and has the cops ready the next day. The issue in security room arises as Michael reveals the forger didn't have a son, but a daughter instead, which is Anna, who Thomas Crown acted as legal guardian for.
This part got me. I was like,
no! This drew me in.
Yes.
Because I was clocked out for a while with this stupid romance.
It got really clever from this point on.
Like that was a good twist. And he put her through college and she's now working for him.
Right.
So he was showing the truth.
Yeah, so like when there's pictures of him like canoodling, he's hugging her because she's like a
daughter. He raised her.
Yes.
Yeah, after her dad went to jail. Okay. And that's because she was talking about how like the forger seemed like a father's pride looking at the forgery. Well, it was her. It was her. He was proud of what she was forging.
Exactly. She's good at her work.
So the detectives spot Thomas Crown on camera with a bowler hat and trench coat as Catherine watches as several other men in bowler hats and trench coats switch briefcases all over the place.
And this matches that famous painting. I forget what it's called. Where
it was
the
like the businessman,
in front of its face.
And she mentioned like that's you. Like,
he had it in his apartment too. His
house. It was prominent
in
at one of their like when he took her to see his Monet.
Right.
Album.
Yeah. So he has a print in his house of it.
Yeah. The Faceless Businessman is what it's called.
Yes.
Okay. And they switch briefcases all over the place, and the cops realize the irony of the Faceless Businessman. Thomas Crown dumps the outfit, and the cops open briefcases of many Faceless Businessman prints all over the place.
So they open it, and these pictures just go flying out
all over the place.
It is cool to watch because the cops are scrambling now. They're like,
because they lost them. It's like when I was thinking the whole time. It's like the three card Monty, like where you have to like find the ball or the thing.
You're trying to watch it as he's going,
but there's so many more.
You get distracted, and you're trying to watch on different cameras. Like he's here. No, wait, now it's crossing here.
Which that's even more tricky because you got different cameras going. Yeah. So and it's not like one streamlined thing. Yeah. So Thomas Crown puts smoke bombs in the exhibit, setting off alarms as a loner painting is left uncovered with sprinklers going off and is revealed to be the stolen Monet underneath.
Yeah, so it's been painted on top of it. So when the sprinkler goes off, it washes away the paint that's on top and you see
that
the original.
One, the things that come down to like protect all the paintings from the sprinklers didn't go on that one because they find it was jammed with pencils from Crown Acquisitions, as the painting Catherine liked is revealed to be missing. He didn't buy her a print. Catherine leaves to write her report, and the new stolen painting
in the middle of this
is not.
She's like, fine.
Because she's like, well, it's recovered, and the stolen painting is not insured by her people, so she's leaving.
Yeah, she's like, I don't have to handle this case.
Michael doesn't care if Thomas Crown and the paintings ever get caught, as he's only concerned with true crimes and like real crimes, and tells Catherine to leave. Tell him hi for him and not stiff the police on the phone bill. Because he's like, well, I've done real like child abuse cases and stuff like that. I don't care about that.
Right, like this is art. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Rich people getting richer. I don't care. Catherine goes to the helipad where a man in a bowler hat is waiting with the stolen painting and leaves her there. Catherine goes to book a plane and asks the attendant to see that the briefcase gets to Michael at the police headquarters. Catherine cries on the plane as the man behind her with a Scottish accent hands her a hanky and yells at him, admonished by the stewardess. I put Marion McCory. Nobody else would maybe know that, but I know that because she was my college professor. For my theater professor.
She was like, did you see my professor? I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for.
Yeah. I told you she was in this one, but you probably
remember.
forgot. Yes, Marianne McCory was the stewardess on the plane for setting it up, but left alone as she kisses him, threatening him not to do anything like that again, and the credits roll to Windmills of Your Mind. The end.
Okay, so this version...
I have to say, too, Marion admonishes them, but she just lets them continue their outbursts.
She's like, oh, all right. There's nothing violent happening.
No.
This version is so much more well done.
Oh my gosh!
The
it's
storyline.
Like night and day. I called her immediately after I was done with it because I'm like,
the storyline
I enjoyed
makes
this one.
so much more sense.
And there's twists, there's turns.
It's so much more
it
clever.
Builds, it draws you in.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, like that's my beef with some of the older movies is like they do have a harder. What is it about them that they have a harder time pulling you in?
I don't know. And you don't get these big climax
and
scenes.
You don't get as emotionally attached to the characters.
True.
You know, like that's
They're
what
like
I'm trying to figure out.
Colder.
Yes.
Like the acting isn't
and that's what I'm trying to figure out because like I've noticed that with so many of our remake movies and like they're considered classics. And
it seems like in the 80s is when like acting changed. Like,
and I can't put my finger on. Marion could probably tell us.
You didn't pay attention in theater 101.
She followed Uda Hagen, so maybe Uda had something to do with it. I don't know because she taught us in the style of Uda. It's a lady. It's a theater
like
an acting style. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I don't know, but
yeah,
because I really don't know, but I've noticed it in now a couple of these movies that we've watched.
Yes.
Where you don't get drawn in enough. So sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. But I enjoyed
Me
this
too.
movie, actually.
Yes.
Yes. So. On to that point. Squirrel time!
Squirrel time. 1999. Well, we watched it probably like, 03?
Yeah, probably like
02.
Yeah. It was awful back then because we went in not in the right headspace.
And it was the next day.
Oh my gosh, we were glazed.
I'm fairly certain it was the next day.
We could
And
not.
I'm like, we were dreading it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we'd get lunch first and eat it while we were watching it, and I was just like focusing so hard on like my whatever I was eating because I'm like, I do not want to pay.
We were not in the mood.
No,
because it's like we just watched it yesterday. What are we gonna get from this version?
You know, much like our viewers are saying about we just watched this last week, and here you are.
But I do remember liking the end scene, because Dad was pointing things out, like look at all the guys, like he's pointing out the details that we needed to pay attention to. It was like, oh, and like the pencil thing.
Yes,
was
the pencil was very funny.
Clever.
Yes, very cute.
But so very high squirrels. Once upon a time, I would say maybe 2.
1 or 2 now because I just had so much beef with Catherine. I did not enjoy her. I'm not rooting for her.
No, that was my problem. I wasn't on Catherine's side.
No.
So I didn't want...
I'm like, Thomas Crown, you can do so much better than this.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
And like the whole, I could have done without the island part.
I love the twist with Anna though.
Yes.
Love
that's where it was like, holy goodness.
Hold the phone.
Wake up the kids. Wake up the kids.
Bringing out a dadism.
Yeah, Dad used to say, "Oh, this is a big moment. You wake up the kids.
Tell
them this." But yeah, so it's definitely a lot lower now.
Better.
I would actually like recommend this to people.
I would too.
This is a good movie.
This version.
And it's when you don't hear about.
Right. And obviously we all know like the way bank security is, like you could have never, ever done 1968 now. But like this you can see like, that was clever.
They also decided to change it because they're like, people aren't going to root for a man going in armed.
Stealing other people's money.
Stealing money. It seems greedy.
Right.
Whereas this, he went in unarmed. Right. He wasn't hurting anyone. Right. And they were just obviously it's still a big crime and it's not okay. Right.
But you're not stealing like somebody's money out of their account.
Their hard-earned account. Yeah, like it's a different scenario.
It's a different thing.
It's not okay.
It's still not okay, to be clear. But I can see it,
It puts you more on his side. Yes. And he is very likable. Pierce Brosnan was perfect for this part. He was fantastic. He was perfect on Steve McQueen.
Did you see... I agree. Sorry. We might be committing sacrilege. Like... film sacrilege, but
we're 90s kids.
I do agree. Did he have like a hand in producing this? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No?
I didn't see anything specifically about it. Gotcha. So maybe, but
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Love him.
Love it. I agree. He was great in this. I love, if you've ever seen, he has a small part in Eurovision recently. That
you told me.
Oh, it's so funny. He's what's his face's dad? Oh, Will Ferrell's dad in that movie. It's very funny.
This man does not age.
No, he still looks amazing.
Go watch us.
Even as a gray fox now, he's still. But do you have any other fun facts you want to add?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, we thank you for joining us here at Sisters in Ebert this week. If you look in the description below of this video, you will see links to our social media. We are at Sisters in Ebert on Facebook and Instagram. Please like, follow, subscribe, comment, copy the link like you're going to share it. Even if you don't share it, the algorithm will recognize that, and we would appreciate any hype we can get for this little channel. We thank you for everybody who's sticking with us as we continue to try to grow, and we'll see you next week at the movies.